You've got dads.
Let's go with Damien. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I opened up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Okay. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded in an envelope and sealed with the purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out. Pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Sydney, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. I can only hope that my use of slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoy our time together. I wrote this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. Interesting. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal. Not only in the dispute of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Sydney, if you'll allow me, would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be your taste. I eagerly wait your response. With great respect, D. Blood March. Huh. And I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to show that you two will... find tickets for a show that you two will like, and then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. And then I hop onto my laptop and pursue showtime. He doesn't seem like romantic comedy. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil never dies. I don't know. That sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration of this inu of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Great. Well, let's roll the dice. Purchase the tickets and print them. Sit down on the table with Amanda and try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. I hope this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? I must confess my amateur control of writing words. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Too late! Okay, be trucking along. Let's get to know you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Nice. Yeah. Ask him to hang out already. God, true art takes time, Amanda. You should know this, as an artist. With the strange turn of events, I found myself enamored in the situation at hand. Sure. Bring it home, Pops. I would very much enjoy your company. Accompanying me to the cinema. To escort you... Oh. Ooh. Join your company. Accompanying me to the cinema. You saved it there in the end. I'm sure I'll appreciate your thoughtlessness. In closing, you'll find 2 tickets to the Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. God damn it. Best wishes, and then sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. Sydney 90. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That handwriting. Whew. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. Be right back. Amanda leaves her room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down to form a pool, down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood onto it. She lets it dry for a second and then pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your... I should know what that word is. I know what it is, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Seagull? A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome! Scrapping and stuff always comes in the clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house, slip the letter into the slot on his door, and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now I play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Yes! Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit. I'm guessing it's the one I've been in this entire time. And I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater is kind of crowded, but still nice. How do you do? Well, the accompanying thunder is an interesting touch. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. God damn it, game! What are you playing at? What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you're spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see the kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friend and look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can tell that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. Is he not a horror movie person? Did I pick wrong? That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I wouldn't expect him to bring something up sort of strange for a horror film that I've never seen or heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. Looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Oh my.
You must be joking. I love horror movies. Lights dim for the film. Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. Take a few notes on how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in the bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in the coffin. Don't expect me to do voices because I'm not doing that. Awaken my coven. Two more vampires lie on top of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, it's a time. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It's time. What? The three look at each other, and then the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. This rules! The trio of vampires fly off the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounds, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense movie in the moment where Rolmus Trueblood sits. Oh, hang on, I'm dying. Hold up. Oh, my throat. We get to a tense moment in the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you?
What?
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters all over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampire blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back on his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. I got it. I'll do what all dudes do, talk during the movie. Tell a dad joke. Where does a dog go? Where does a dog go when it loses its tail?
My.
Where? To the retail store. I yelled the last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I can see a smile from Damien's face. Good one, Sydney. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe you would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus bad blood. Wait, are these all the... What? Is it the same first name but all different last names? Am I missing something? And the general's wife embrace in each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was a vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black at the end appears on the screen, but it's hard. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmilla, who watch the two from afar.
Huh.
Oh no, twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for thousands of years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, Evil must die again! More thunder, more ominous organs, the music fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. That was an experience, I suppose. Damien and I walk out of the movie together amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let us take a stroll. Damien's making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk on the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. Ooh, well thank you. He thinks I'm lovely! Ah, points for me! Damn, okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I'm sure I'm one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? You can maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flair, Sydney. Trust me. Okay, I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. This is interesting music. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The nightlights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in a graveyard is an old Victorian tradition, as appropriate finish to an evening about vampire movie. Oh, an appropriate finish to an evening about vampire movies, wouldn't you say? With the flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Where did he keep those? Did he? Okay. Wait. Where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out into the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fancy selection of cheeses. In the Victorian area, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I've never been good at those. I feel as if it's because of how I look and act. People expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have ever had the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I would have known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one. Thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separate from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. Sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel so scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in the graveyard at night, but I feel pretty peaceful. Suddenly it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It notices us, and paralyzed with fears, it begins lumbering slowly towards us. It takes the shape of more of an animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creatures are getting closer, moving past her. Woof? Oh! It's a dog. Oh! That's not as big and scary as I thought it was going to be. As the fight comes to the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog turns over to Damien and sniffs his hand. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey, we both look up, not expecting to see... Robert? Hi! Taking a drink of water before we continue on this adventure. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptics? What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the streets. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptics. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the deepest of his cloak and produces a small dark treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, with tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his, apparently, dog disappeared into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women have high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. I, think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we have enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up, and I'm glad to take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He picks up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard as we begin to walk home and take one last look at the cemetery. It's really beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Sydney, if you allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I approve. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. He's eccentric, that's what he's saying. I got it. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes, how was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is a... Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Sydney. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can you be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I, you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for a night. Don't stay up too late, will you? We'll try not to haul at the moon as the moon passes midnight. Yay! I feel like that went a lot better, actually.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a, it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, you've, ultimately, you've won.
Thank you, Damien. That was interesting.